Hello?
Hey, who's on the?
Perfect. You can hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Yeah, man, sorry about yesterday. Shit got
It's all good. I understand.
It up and does, man. Yeah, okay, so I'll start out. I'll admit I'm a little ignorant of your background, so that's kind of what I was hoping to get out of this interview.
Right.
So how I came across you initially is that I saw my homies that write for DJ Booth were saying that you're sending your joint to them and saying if you don't like it, I'll straight up send you money for your time on PayPal.
Right.
So maybe which is super dope. How did you come up with that concept?
All right, so me and the director of that video, we work really closely. Like we do a bunch of projects. Like we'll do a music video for me, but we're also like working on like a documentary for the Empire State Building, for example. So we were just sitting down one day and we were like, "Yo, what if we PayPal people 2 cents for their 2 cents?" Like pretty much like if you just saw that as a subject line in an email, like what do you have to lose? You know, like why wouldn't I click on that shit? Like. And just the whole 2 cents for your 2 cents thing was like a way that I thought it would just resonate with people. So like I posted it on Reddit a bunch of times with that caption, like, "Hey, if you don't like this, any feedback, positive or negative, I'll send you 2 cents for your 2 cents." And when we put that shit on Reddit, I would just be like, "All right, thanks man, thanks for your commentary. What's your PayPal or what's your Venmo?" And then I would literally send them 2 cents for the 2 cents. And then they'd be like, "Holy shit, this guy actually sent me 2 cents." And it was just like a cool little thing to get people to click, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I think that once you get, like I started seeing a bunch of journalists writing about it. So, I mean, once you kind of get it to that level, I think it just kind of took off.
Yeah, it just makes people think like, all right, this shit is going to be trash. Like, if he is paying me to look at this shit, this is about to be trash. So when it's not trash, people are just kind of pleasantly surprised, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, it's an interesting concept, too, because, I mean, as you can imagine, as a writer, I write for a bunch of publications, right? So I get so many requests to listen to people's music. It's unbelievable. Like, unbelievable.
I couldn't imagine what your inbox looks like.
It's stupid. It's stupid. It's unbelievable.
And I'm sure you see a bunch of shit like, "Yo, up next, I'm giving you an opportunity by being the first to cover it." Like, nah.
Oh, yeah. I have so many emails marked Premiere. Premiere. Hip-Hop DX Premiere. XXL Premiere. Like just, or people write me like, yo, can I ask you a question? And I'd be like, okay, what?
Right.
And then they're like, can I DM you the question? And then it's like, okay, I play along, and then it's just like, here's my joint. Put it on something. Right. Yeah. But
the reason why I like that, I think that people don't understand that part. Like, I have a bunch of friends who are music journalists, and they don't understand that, like, your guys' time is really valuable because you do get 1,000 emails a day. And if you want to cut, like, you should appreciate that if someone's actually taking the time to listen to the shit.
Yeah, and I mean, I find that some of the better artists that I come across are ones I just literally come across. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like yours is just I just came across it. I was like, that's so dope. I'm gonna check it out. And it's dope. And the song itself is dope. So I mean, how long have you been making music?
I've been producing and writing for other people for a minute. When I graduated high school, so around 17, 18, I signed to E1 as an artist and a producer under a different name. My old name used to be Don Scott. And I was signed to E1 for a while. I put out a couple songs and it did good. But it just ended up like not working out, like being signed to a label, even an independent label was kind of trash because like, I mean, my manager was also like managing fucking Fetty Wap and Shaggy at the time, you know, and like when you're a small fish in like a big pond, you can kind of just get like forgot, and like they didn't really do anything for me over there because they were just always working with so much bigger artists, which made sense, but that's kind of one of the downsides to being on a label. So I still do like production stuff for them. Like I wrote for a bunch of artists there. They got me a bunch of production placements and stuff. But for my own, artist stuff. I just decided to start putting out stuff by myself recently. But yeah, that's definitely how I started.
Okay, and what are you working on right now? So is this video, is this single? Actually, first, just because I didn't fully hear, what was the artist name you used to perform under?
Don Scott, so DONSCOTT.
Perfect.
And you can still
Appreciate
find all that stuff. But
that's
yeah,
I'm going to find it. That's what I did. I'm going to find it. But yeah, so what are you working towards right now?
It's just like all music videos. So the same director, we're working on a bunch more music videos, and we're gonna put out kind of like just visual after visual. Like I'm also gonna put out just songs in between, but I'm just really focused on just putting out videos because it's just kind of the only thing that I want to do now, because I just think there's something a lot cooler than like just putting out a song and kind of putting out a video with it for that to be the first thing people see, because like you kind of get to get your full point across. And like you said, you get a million songs a day in your email, and they can all be monotonous sometimes. So to put out a visual that can kind of help cut through is kind of where I'm at.
And it also has kind of like the mysterious element too, right? I mean, like your videos are all very shadowy. You're not showing it. It's kind of like, I mean, Weeknd was like that at a point. You know, Plaza's like that. I don't know if you're up on Plaza.
Right.
The new Oviyoki's like that.
Yeah. No,
is that intentional?
Yeah, no. My favorite shit that everyone always comments is that this nigga looks like an unlocked video game character, and that's that's what I'm going for at all times, though.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean,
is that something you plan to carry through? Is there something you plan to do a grand reveal, or?
Say that one more time?
Sorry, is it something you plan to carry through, or do you plan to do like a grand reveal at some point? Like there was a point when Weeknd was just like a shadowy guy with balloons in front of his face and shit in a bathtub, and then all of a sudden he was just like Weeknd.
Right. Exactly. I think like for the same reason he did it. Like I grew up as like a producer, producing for other people, writing for other people. So like you're not really accustomed to like your face being in shit. And it's something that you kind of got to eventually get more comfortable with. And, I mean, for my next music video that I'm working on right now, like, I will be in it. But a lot of times you make creative decisions just because, like, you're not comfortable with something yet. And I definitely didn't want to, like, be seen when we started working on the Aurora video. But I like that, you know, mysteriousness, you know, just like not really being able to put a face to the music yet. And I remember in 2011 when like House of Balloons was dropping and shit, and everyone was like, yo, this is so dope. What does this guy look like? I thought that was really cool. And like, I just remember that like mysteriousness, even with Goldlink at first, I remember thinking that was cool, like not really knowing what he looks like.
Absolutely. And like, Yoel Droog is another guy, right? Everybody thought he was Nas. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Biggest compliment on the planet. Yeah. I mean, he's so good. People literally thought he was Nas, and they just couldn't. They're willing to fight over it. Like people, what was the video? I can't remember who it was, but there's some guy said he'd literally like he'd fight you for it. Like he'd jump out the window. He's so sure that was Nas.
Right.
So it's cool. People like that. It's like the whole I don't know everything about you. I have to kind of slowly figure it out.
It's cool to pull back a little bit. Like everybody knows what everybody's like personality and what they look like before they put out a song. So it's cool to like pull back from that a little bit, like not really be into that part of it, as weird as that sounds. But like it's just cool for the first thing for you to hear is music. Like
100%, and it kind of pulls away some of the gimmicks, right? And like the
right. And don't get me wrong, like I love the gimmicks. Like I have not heard a Black Youngster song yet, but I'm a Black Youngster fan. You know what I mean? So I don't want to make it seem like the gimmicks are cool. Like I'm all here for the gimmicks. Personally, it's just I prefer to lead with the music and stuff.
That's totally fair. So what's next? What's the next thing you're dropping, and when? Do you have a rough idea of when it's dropping?
Yeah, so the next video should be out next couple months. Working on it now. Same director as the other video. And yeah, I'd say you can look out for that like September-ish.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does your music
then,
live anywhere else? Like, is it on SoundCloud? Is it on?
Well, I just got the SoundCloud news today. RIP.
Yeah, I was about to tell you. You just
gotta
it up.
voice them out for the homies. But yeah, like I used to be heavy on SoundCloud. Like all my old music is on SoundCloud, and it did well there. But I just kind of felt like it had reached this like peak. Like I actually had a job at SoundCloud at the beginning of the summer as like an A&R, and I got like laid off. You know what I mean? Like I kind of saw the writing on the wall in a lot of ways, and I knew that I wanted to still be able to kind of find like a good DIY platform, but like making videos is the only thing that came to mind because SoundCloud's kind of tapped out, and I still want to be able to make something that people can find anywhere and also is kind of unique. So just making some cool visuals to go along with it was the only thing I came up with. But yeah, so that's why videos are so important right now because everything else is up in the area.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, there's some people that have spent like, how old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20. Okay, so you miss the MySpace thing.
Facts.
You missed it. Like I used to make music back in the day, and like MySpace was like a fucking thing, bro. Like it was SoundCloud today, right? And like when MySpace stopped, it was like devastating for some people. Like some people would put like their lives like day to day, like 5 hours a day into grinding on MySpace. It just disappeared. Like the people are gonna lose their minds when their SoundClouds go down and they have millions and millions of spins that they can't even prove if they don't have a screenshot. Like it's just gone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like people's careers are gonna be over.
Yeah, that's exactly how people felt when MySpace went down. I like the same thing is happening now. But like I feel like I felt worn out with SoundCloud when it came to the like SoundCloud rapper point where people were just like it was fully realized and like everything was kind of tapped out, and I feel like that was the moment where I was like, yeah, I want to start making music videos because every 13-year-old is on the basketball team and they also post songs on SoundCloud. Like it was just becoming a thing that people do.
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, whether Audiomack steps in, I think they will. I think smart people.
Yeah, shout out to Audiomack.
Yeah, smart people had already made that move a long time ago. And I actually, in the thread that they did the other day when they first started talking about it, when DJ Boots first started talking about it, I actually posted because I interviewed their chief marketing officer, the CMO of Audiomack, like maybe 2 years ago, like when they first started popping, like when Fetty Wap came out, right? Because Fetty Wap was the first track they kind of broke on Audiomack, and it's and DJ Booth is co-owned by the guy that started. So a lot of people don't know that connection. They're just like, why is DJ Booth so heavily invested in Audiomack? Why do they keep pumping? It's like, well, it's because it's kind of their thing, but yeah, man. I mean, if artists aren't already making that move, like they're gonna be very sad. They're gonna be very sad.
Yeah, and the thing I like about Audiomack is like they actually like reach out to artists and talk to them, help them out. Like
100%.
SoundCloud stopped doing that at a certain point, and you can see what happened. But yeah, that's what I've been telling people. I've been telling people that you could get an accountant, and you can figure yourself out because this SoundCloud stuff is done. And yeah, Audiomack is like they have staff that will personally go out to and like DM artists whose songs they like, and they'll like help them trend. They did that for me with this song too, and like it's appreciated. And like now you feel some kind of loyalty.
Absolutely, like they have a studio and they have, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're real place. They really actually are invested in breaking music. SoundCloud's problem is that they just decided one day that they hated hip hop. Is what it seemed like.
Right.
And they started by attacking. They tore DJs down, right? Like every DJ started getting hit with copyright claims, like egregiously out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
just start tearing down everyone's mixes to a point where DJs stopped putting legit mixtapes on there anymore and started hitting every artist. Like, people would, 2.4 million hits on a song, and then they'd say, nah, we think there's a sample, and just tear your shit down. So they just went on an all-out war against everything that wasn't EDM. Really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's when I pulled back, because I write on my own site, AA Hip Hop. We used to post like I DJ a bit and have a couple DJs, and we were posting mixes every week, and they started just tearing our mixes down. So I was like, this is stupid. Like, why are we wasting our time on this platform? And Audio Mac was like, yeah, like they're like open arms, like, yeah, post your DJ mixes, like let's keep this going.
Right.
So yeah,
they started running from the things that they should have been embracing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, I'm not sure if you have anything else you want to share, but man, that's amazing for me, for my part.
Oh, thanks so much, man. Just more videos with that same director. His name is Jackson Tibby, and he's really dope. And yeah, we're just gonna start putting those things out and hoping that pick up some momentum.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transcribe this obviously, and I'll work on the piece. But if you can send me some pictures, that would be dope.
Oh, definitely. Gotcha.
If you want to link me the Twitter account of the director as well, that would be awesome.
Definitely.
We'll go from there.
All right, thanks so much, man.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Have a good night, man.
Peace, man.
Peace.